Royal night, royal night, royal night, royal night. Hope all is well. Royal risings, royal afternoon, whatever it is in your perspective areas. This is Cosmic Mind UB Spiritual Awakening Symptoms Part 1. You see what I'm saying? I remember when, you know what I'm saying, it seems all too close. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, yester minute, yester second, not yesterday that I had my spiritual awakening, man, or a spiritual moment of awakenings. And it's been a adventurous uh it's been an adventurous ride. It's been an adventurous journey. It's been an adventurous obstacle course of just different elevations and transmutations and uh, mental alchemy and different things, breaking things down and breaking out of habits within self, reflecting on self, and then, be careful, really being aware at a heightened awareness of, what that, what I'm attracting and, is it really, worth the investment? Is it for me? Is it for my future self? You know what I mean? I remember those years, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, being what they call, you know, the being what they call the black sheep or the purple, orange, blue sheep or whatever color it is. You see what I'm saying? And it's still, we got symptoms of that because a lot of you know, what they call chosen ones or awakened ones, they're, going through still with the earth family. If you still connected to some of the earth family members and you haven't done the complete separation, or they haven't went into another dimension, you know what I'm saying? You might be going through those symptoms as of now, or you've been going through it and you just been wanting to just kind of, not kind of, you've been wanting to free yourself and really distance yourself from um, certain thought processes, certain frequency waves of how certain earth family or certain beings or certain people think, what they think and the mentalities they have, especially when you start getting knowledge of self, high knowledge of self, and you start getting into your nutrition and you start really, really, um, being the example of certain things that you talk about, or you talk about on a continuous basis, or you do on a continuous basis. You see what I'm saying? So it's just it's really the awakened ones. It's really that space. You know what I'm saying? For us to go ahead and take our rightful places in the different lanes. Or this creativity in the righteous way. Is the universe is already doing this shift. A lot of different shifts are occurring in the consciousness and different brain frequencies and different brain waves. Um, like my boy would say, the mothership, it's been here, but it's a lot. It's a lot of things going on simultaneously, and so this is when this is the space and era and time. Or I know time doesn't exist, but this is the area where it's be serious about your walk, be serious about separating from different low vibrational frequencies of a variety of kinds. You know what I'm saying? Some will be easier than others, but just like I say, a lot of awakened ones are having symptoms, spiritual awakening. You want to travel more, you want to see more. You have people that's limited to their own neighborhoods, or certain environments, or a certain 10 to 20 mile radius of a circumference. of an environment. You know what I'm saying? Or they used to just being in their local area. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are feeling like they boxed in. Intellectually. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes when you go in certain when you go in, when you just go in different environments, sometimes you feel like uh, in order for people to get what you're saying or get on your level of understanding, you end up having to, uh, hold on, give me a second, give me a second. Let's see. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay, but yeah. But then I got to get my keys. My keys. I know I'm doing the show, y'all, but real stuff be going on still. Um, but yeah, a lot of instances you go in environments where we gotta dumb ourselves down, we gotta dumb our conversations down, we have to um, level verbal our verbal into our verbal interactions down to um, be able to have comprehension with certain people that we go. Like some people go to jobs, or certain people are having their spiritual awakening symptoms at schools, jobs, these different facilities, and they're like, man, they're realizing a lot of stuff is false or a lie, or there's a lot of evidence of things just being the game or a trick or whatever version of whatever is going on. It's been an indoctrination. So hold on, y'all. Take a small commercial break. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, okay, we back. I just want, what I'm saying, people out there to know that's going through your symptoms and your awakening, man. You're not by yourself. Get around people that's more seasoned, what I'm saying, in their spiritual journey. Just get around people that's more seasoned in their spiritual journey, and whatever facets you're into, what I'm saying, whether it's, questioning certain different parts of the matrix or the system, or the uh, whatever it is, or the religion stuff, or the whatever layers or whatever level that you are at, get around. That's why I say you know what I'm saying, the right spiritual coaches, you know what I'm saying, and different things of that nature. That's why I promote the Cosmic Mind services, and the Soul Searcher services. We do all of those type of things. So you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people are just kind of like, just like in the dating pool, they kind of just wandering around, you know what I'm saying, just taking unnecessary chances and risks for no reason. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's real confusing out here. It's real slippery. It's a lot of things going on simultaneously, as far as what I'm saying, government stuff, as far as environmental, as far as nature is very, very irritated, because unfortunately, like I was thinking to myself the other day, I said, man, if you a person or a being or whatever, if you stepped outside of this dome or this glass that they call the United States, or the this landmass, if you stepped outside this, because it's really a dome, you feel me? And so if you stepped outside of this fishbowl and you were looking on the in on the outside looking in at this fishbowl of like what's going on or what's been going on like the last 50 years or 20 years or 30 years, in this particular fishbowl that they would call this, whatever this land's mass, the United States, or this corporation or this land mass, you know, as an entity, not not being from this landmass, you'd be like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's just the from the pollution to, like I said, and it's so many different varieties of pollution that's been going on, that's been an issue. Yes, it is different situations, or different businesses and things of that nature that does do stuff with the pollution, but it's just way not enough more. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough. Then, just like I said, as far as it was just a damn mass shooting today in Georgia, the Georgia school or whatever. So that's what I was saying. I see a lot of people saying it's the first day of school. That is not an accomplishment. You're sending your star seed, your child, your children, and they are not kids. A kid is a baby goat. A kid is a baby goat. Kids are baby goats. I'm telling you, you have children, you have a child, you have star seeds, different things of that, and they star children. I mean, but they're not kids, y'all. You feel me? But anyway, we got to get on etymology of words. I cannot wait to get my etymology dictionary. Real spit. That's another way we got to get out of. I know it seems like it's irritating, but the way we was indoctrinated with spells and certain things with this language, like the morning word or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, is we gotta reprogram ourselves. We gotta resituate ourselves. We gotta recalibrate ourselves in different facets. Like I said, the nutrition, it seemed, when I, again, the symptoms are, you're gonna feel overwhelmed. You're gonna feel overwhelmed at first, especially if you just starting out. Like it's just like you 2 or 3 months into your awakening. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you 2 or 3 weeks, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be like you 2 or 3 weeks into like a vegan diet, a holistic diet, you know what I mean? It's gonna be rough, you feel me? It's gonna be tough, because like I said, again, the awakening process, when I started, I mean, it was a wave of emotions. It was anger, it was irritation, it was frustration, it was just uh it was disappointment. I don't know, say this, it was just more so dejection. I mean, it was just so many, because it was just like, you get to that point of seeking, like, what is real, what is actually authentic, what is actually um what is, doesn't have any camouflage or hidden agendas, or is some type of man-made secret, or some type of undercover secret, or some type of sabotage thing, you know what I'm saying? And so you get to that point where you ever say you have different waves, you know what I'm saying? The earliest stages is like, it's more intellectual overwhelming, emotional overwhelming, depending on how teachable you are, how open you are, how, if you are like a diver, when it's a deep diver, like, it's like when you first get that awakening, you just dive straight in, like, you know what I'm saying, no hesitation. You got some people that, they're gonna, just like in, when people learn to swim or whatever, or children or young youth or whatever learn to swim, some of them gonna be shy, some of them gonna dive right on in there and really go ahead and learn up, pick it up faster, usually. So you know what I'm saying, I was one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, just dove in this, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge itself, or the spiritual journey, the spiritual awakening, whatever have you. And like I said, it's a lot of, it's ebbs and flows, of peaks and valleys, of just detachment and disappointment, more so, because it's like you gotta grow spiritually tough skin. It's like you gotta put a whole nother fiber of skin, a whole nother layer of thickness and toughness and fiber on, pause, of fiber on, because it's gonna be so many different people fighting you in different ways, whether it's, old spells, old curses you're breaking off yourself, old curses you didn't realize that was on you, old spells that you didn't realize was on you from old lovers, old family members, or current family members or earth family. I call them earth family. You know what I'm saying? Because we seeing a lot of chosen ones, awakened ones. We're still seeing our earth family do these unproductive behavior patterns. Now, you got a lot of y'all that just went straight cold turkey. You don't fuck with your fam and things of that nature. But then you're in the category of more so, if you haven't already, you're still seeking like, damn, I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking. That's why you got so many people saying, get with like-minded people. Da, da, da. Nah, you got to get with more advanced-minded beings. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of it seemed like a lot of that is going as far as like a sales slogan. You feel me? So it's like more. It's getting to where you getting a lot of sharp intellectual beings in the same different chat rooms or different things. But then it's like these intellectual masturbation competitions that go on. You feel me? To where it gets into like this competitive. Now, if you're doing a debate, that's one thing. But we're saying if them, they, those, them, we, them, they, those, whoever, if saying, hey, we looking for solutions, we want to be more solutions, we didn't already, then you get into where you got to graduate a lot as far as not getting stuck into ancient Egypt or Africa stuff, not getting stuck into too much of the sky daddy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not getting too, because like I said, you got to maneuver still through different beings unless you just are off grid somewhere where you got a lifetime stock of everything and you don't have to really go out nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And be really inactive with nobody for real. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a unique situation like that. But like I said, like check out Neely Fuller and different things of that nature. You could see a lot of mental dis-ease and illnesses and emotional and spiritual and lack of a lot of when people say shadow work, but see, a lot of people got so many shadows that they don't even know where to begin, ain't it? A lot of people, a lot of beings got so many shadows they don't know where to begin, and then within them shadows is what, usually darkness, right? So if they don't have the special eyes and the lights are not inside, that means they're not going to have those special eyes where where you end up in the pitch black outside dark, but you still can see. You see, where you still got, you don't have a lot of people that, then you got some beings that seeing a little flickers of light. That's like those like, oh man, okay, I'm going in the right direction, but I'm not for certain. You see what I'm saying? It's like this uncertainty because they don't have that spirit, the correct spirit guides, the correct spiritual teachers, or they might not be getting the right suggestions. And then like I said, they may be getting the right suggestions, and it's just a lot on you to upload and outload and dump out, and it, mentally, intellectually, spiritually, emotionally dump out. It's a lot on you because like I said, I mean, salute to the spiritual teachers that I came across along. They, auras came across virtually or whatever have you, the Shahrazad Ali's, the Bobby Hemmett's, the Brother Panics, the Mfundishis, the Azra Quazis, the, you know what I'm saying? It's so many. You see what I mean? As far as the economics, Dr. Claude Anderson's, and it's as far as the nutrition, the Yaki Awakens, and the Dr. Sabi's, and Layala Africa's, and the Queen of Fua's, and so what I mean. It's just so many different beings and different you know what I'm saying, special entities. You see what I'm saying? And they had especially Bob. If anybody know Bob, he had a lot of work. And he reminded me of like the Bernie Mac of the spiritual game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted it raw and uncut, and you wanted it without a bunch of fluff, you know what I mean? And no bluff, you know what I mean? Bobby Hemmett is your people's, you know what I'm saying? And all of his proteges that, that was, with him or whatever have you. But yeah, man, it's a lot, man. The spiritual syndrome, being overwhelmed with a lot, being overwhelmed with accepting you have to separate from your earth family. Or when I say earth family, that means the ones that brought you into this dimension. You see what I'm saying? um a lot of instances, you know what I'm saying, advanced beings, uh we don't come into perfect situations where, okay, we come into a revolutionary family and shit, or some forward thinkers and all of that. It's usually like uh the opposite. We usually, that's why the quote unquote black sheep syndrome, or quote unquote black sheep phrase, you see what I'm saying, is a thing, because it's usually the opposite. It's usually like, it's one whatever generation you had that awakened one, you know what I'm saying, and then it comes in whoever they produce, you feel me, and then it's like, okay, then it's like going through the rigmarole, the church, some people go through the church crap. Like I had to go through the church crap, the church stuff, and the Sky Daddy stuff, and the holiday crap, and you know what I mean, the cognitive dissonance stuff, and then when it's like you have certain questions or certain stuff, people, so many people keeping you in the mental fog. You know what I'm saying? It is just so many mama, daddy, cousin, auntie, granddad, or nana, whoever. It's just like, it's just you, and then even your peers. It's like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be rare that it's like a quote unquote black sheep will run into a black sheep. Do you see what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very seldom in the early phases. I'm talking about high school, middle school, on the college. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about earlier phases. You feel me? So it's very seldom that it's like we just come into like, oh man, we got this. What? Nah, man, it be mad fucking hurdles. You see what I'm saying? Then they'll say the poor righteous teacher. Usually that is because they don't get support the way the people that dumb down people do. The people that, the actors, the puppets, the whatever you want to call them, the people that are sent to dumb down, distract, deflect, intellectually destroy people and make them into zombies. They gonna get paid more. They gonna get paid first. They gonna get compensated first. They gonna get the love shown first. You know what I mean? That's just usually, unfortunately, how it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, so a lot of the scholar, it should be the other way around. It should be your scholars should be the wealthy ones, as far as your spiritual teachers and your, I mean, practitioners and all of that. They should be the ones that's wealthy, and not the ones that is the quote unquote, the puppet ones. Like I said, the veil has been off. There is no secrets. There is no. It's only secrets to, if you just, depending on the level of mental vibration that you're at. That's the only, now again, you know, they, I'm not gonna say there's no all knowing, but you have people, beings that know a little bit about a lot. You see what I'm saying? And it's great to be that way. Just kind of a vast savvy, intellectual savviness. You see what I'm saying? To just know a little bit about a lot. So, um, it's that space to be more proactive in getting to those more advanced minded beings. Yeah, like minded, but a little more advanced in a lot of different areas. um you know Getting those, chat groups together, having those meetings. Um and it's like I said, this season is coming up. This these wave of goddamn bullshit, you hear me? So this is what I be saying. It be tough because a lot of people that watch this, man. This is what I be saying. Like, if you really on this knowledge, like really, and you really want to build some shadows, make sure it's gonna be tough, because most people that's in your group, or a lot of people in your group, they still gonna be mentally tied to the matrix sometime, or somehow spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally tied to the matrix somehow, whether it be their jobs or some shit like that. Like I tell people, a lot of it sound good to say, all right, yeah, get some land and go off rid of the, but I'm telling you, that's why it's, you see it being done, but it's you got to see behind the scenes, fam. Like, you got to have a lot of perseverance. You have to have a lot of extra character traits. And then, like I said, you have to really, really want to do it. And then, like I said, you really have to want to separate yourself from this shit, because a lot of beings, if they're in the advanced phases, they're kind of like going through the motions when it comes to this holiday season shit. You know what I mean? Like when all of this stuff starts, and all the rigmarole, and the you know what I mean, just seeing melanin beings, spin being the biggest consumers over and over, and carbonated melanin, the original beings being the biggest consumers over and fucking over, um going for the same goddamn rigmarole with this bullshit ass voting ass shit. You know what I mean? I'm not even blaming the people I don't even give a fuck if it was your neighborhood goddamn corner store person that was right. You know what I mean? I don't even blame them no more. It's just it just gets to a level in this spiritual shit when you get to where you gotta just almost isolate yourself from the modern society of how shit is run, and how a lot of, like, because even when you going from place to place in traffic, you got different, like what people say, you got to drive for other people. That's what I'm saying. You got mad motherfuckers in different phases of mind frames, clumped in different areas. You see, so it's not like a organized group of beings that, okay, we already overstand from the go what's going on. We got these certain guidelines and da 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 da, the land and the area, and everything is organized, and we tweak and peak things, tweak as we go along. Nah, this is like you throwing mad motherfuckers in this. That's like saying I'm gonna throw mad different people in one room and expect them to just come out with some type of like solutions in a reasonable amount of space, as far as with how to extract. Do we do this? Do we do that? How do we get out the matrix mindset? Do we do this? You gonna have some of them that still like why we shouldn't vote. Da 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 da. You gonna have a lot of them. Some of them saying, you know what I mean, about some Jesus and religious stuff and sky daddy stuff. Then you gonna have some, still wanting to spend their money with the holiday stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been the entrepreneur, fam. Like, we keep knocking people for wanting to, people say you shouldn't ask your mom or your parents for money or whatever, but do you know how many, like, the Bezos and them wealthy motherfuckers, that they parents helped them out? I'm gonna ask you that again, because y'all know you don't know, you feel me, but go look that up. How many of the wealthy or whatever, well off or whatever have you, you know what I'm saying, they parents looked out for them, but then it's the opposite effect with what? Broke mentality, mental reality beings. They are like, nah, you gotta get it the hard way. That don't make no fucking sense. But then I'm gonna go work for somebody that his children, not necessarily giving them handouts, but they giving them hand ups. They have more access to certain shit. Then you got certain other groups that their whole culture is they gonna make sure you're good. The Sicilians, whoever else, they're gonna make sure you're fucking good. And don't marry, have a special situation where you marry into those type of groups and they cool with it. And I'm telling you, it's a complete difference. It's not gonna be, oh man, I worked 50,000 years, man. I broke my back and knees, and I got, what I'm saying, I got arthritis, and I got all this stuff going on, man. You got going out there. I got calluses on my hand, man. You gotta go break your back too. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, people still pushing obsolete, going to damn facilities. How long have they had fucking school shootings? How long? I mean, you tell me how long. I mean, because it gotta been the last goddamn 5 randomly. And it don't, people be, I guess people like playing Russian roulette. Okay, well, this year it ain't gonna be my child facility. You don't know that. You don't know that. I'm talking about, and it may be a distraction, but it doesn't matter. It's still an occurrence that went on with children around, whether it's an exercise, a distraction, whatever it is, it's still what they call collateral damage. It's still what they call collateral damage. Yeah, they do distractionary exercises. That's anything. That's the art of war. Distract your motherfucking enemy. Huh? Distract your motherfucking opponent. That's chess. Even people that play chess, chess masters. Huh? Distract your goddamn opponent with the pawns or the whoever on the board. Ain't it? And it's gonna be only few that's gonna see through the da 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 da, and then but it's so few that the voices and the whatever algorithms is not going to penetrate enough of the hundreds of thousands of minutiae that are going to be obstacles mentally, emotionally, spiritually. People still want to keep sending their children to these goddamn facilities because being say, well, I'm not in a position to homeschool. That's why you do homeschool co-ops. They got online homeschool, ABC, goddamn. They got so many goddamn online home. They got so many online goddamn homeschool programs. It's crazy. Yo, ridiculous. It's bugged out how many they got at this point. I was around when they first just had like ABC Mouse or whatever. That's still 8 through 12 or whatever, K through 12. Then you got beings like, us that we have the pre-tools for homeschool. That's just something to give you ideas and you put your own spin on it. Growing our own foods and different things that we have people doing that, a lot of beings doing that. But like I said then again, like I say, all of these obsolete ass activities. And I'm saying the spiritual awakened ones, the ones that overstand and over understand it, they get it. It's like unless you have extracted yourself again completely, like you only gotta come in the major. Well, you what I would say is city limits for supplies type shit. Like you doing a supply run and you out. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I don't gotta be in the city. Like no, nah. If it's not that, then you Bill Cosby voice. You going through some peaks and valleys and some difficulties, baby. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah. With the as far as the land patent, yeah, we gonna do a. I gotta do a live about the land patents, y'all. Gotta do a live about the land patents. Wanted to get a couple of specialists on there, for that, to cover that portion, and like I said, man, especially if you in relationships, man, if you in intimate relationships or whatever kind, homies, friends, colleagues, wife, husband, wife, poly, whatever, I'm telling you, it's gonna be peaks and valleys, fam, where people gotta just practice, a lot of intellectual discernment, man, a lot of because you got a lot of stuff going on with the moon. Is it artificial? Is it not? You got a lot of excuse moi. Yes, the media has been excellent for beings that's used in a productive and constructive way. But then again, when you have a lot of options and you don't have someone to kind of guide you to certain options that'll be productive for different beings, you gonna get scattered. You're gonna get scattered spiritually. You know what I mean? Mentally and spiritually scattered all over the place. You see what I'm saying? Um, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be tough most times with a spiritual person, knowledge itself, or whatever you want to call it, person or being or whatever have you. Hold on. When you're dating someone or courting someone or already, but see what ends up now, you have two different versions of it going on. You have the joint where you have people that's getting in there, awakening, or they're going through the spiritual symptoms, whatever. within a marriage already, or already in a relationship, or relating to their ships or whatever. They're already in something, you hear me, or in the midst, or in the swing, or in something. And so if you're already in the version of, okay, or the space of, I've been with this person 10 years, I'm coming into my, or whatever many years or months or weekend years, whatever, I'm coming into this awakening of, okay, I want to eat better, I want to eat more alkaline, holistic. I was hearing somebody talking, I was something, something, so I had an epiphany moment. Or whether it's, I want to get more knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, with my phallus, or the ladies, your yawny things, and you know what I mean. You want to practice more universal when you have a daydream. You know what I'm saying? When people say daydream, that's meditating. That's a form of meditation. You see what I'm saying? When when people when sometimes we gaze off into, off into nature, or off into the sky, or whatever, that's meditation. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it doesn't always have to be in a, a certain position, in a certain yoga position, with your fingers in a certain type of way. So like I said, with the spiritual awakening, man, like in these relationships, man, you have a lot of people that's clashing in different ways, man, because you have the mentality of, you don't want, you're not gonna control me, you're not gonna tell me nothing. It's going on. Like, you can't tell me nothing. You want to control me. You want to run stuff. You think you know oh, they got the, you think you Mr. and Mrs. Know It All. You think you know everything, etc., etc. It's just like, oh man, there's so many more hurdles intellectually, because a lot of, what I'm saying, then, you know, and then you get to a point where you like, damn, do I gotta break up with a person, or do I gotta divorce, or do whatever, because we is such a spiritual distance from each other, as far as spiritual, intellectual, spiritual, mental, or emotion, whatever. And like I said, that when you get more advanced in your spiritual journey, and savviness and sharpness and all of that, tough skin and all that, you gonna know how to get in and out of your feelings and your emotions in a reasonable amount of space, because you're gonna overstand you're gonna have a lot of discernment and a lot of detachment from a lot of stuff, because it's gonna take usually a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, to see people that when you was in the going through your emotions, and going through your black sheep and purple orange sheep phases, or whatever, and the questions and all that, you know you seen a lot of people rot away and wither stuff, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. I know I do. And it's like, it's really that space to distance yourself, spiritual one, chosen one, awakened one. If you're going through your awakening, it's really that space right now. And I'm gonna say, if you in the beginning stages and in the mid stages, really, really seek out the right spiritual guidance, the right spiritual teachers, the right spiritual coaches, and different things of that nature. Please make sure you reach out for that and get those guidance, you know what I'm saying? Because those mid phases and those beginning phases, man, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, it's tough. It's tough money. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter if you're teachable or not, or whatever, it's tough money. You see what I'm saying? Um, a lot of us are going through situations where we've enlightened beings around us, colleagues, associates, whoever. On certain things, you see what I'm saying? Several times we've showed them certain things. We've let them hear recordings, and then see this is where the discernment, and not just strangers and this matrix is separating ourselves from the what we call loved ones or earth family members or people that's fond of us and things of that nature, because they are really blocking a lot of our elevations, a lot of different things. Like I said, we would be surprised, as we go further when you get into spells and different things, how many our earth family, our mothers, fathers, grandpappy, whoever, they put on us, and now a lot of us are just becoming a lot of really really aware of that shape shifting. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this shadow work stuff, you when you get in those shadows, man, you really really need somebody to hold your hand and make sure sometimes, and make sure that every so often you going this way, you going that way, and making sure it's them, because that shadow work is tough, and like I say, letting go and separating and discernment, and especially you got a lot of people trapped with, they had children with certain people that at a low vibrational. They had children together with somebody that's in a low vibrational state, and they keeping them in, of course, this system with the the child support and the daddy, the good old European daddy system, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we get it, it's choices and things of that nature, but I'm telling you, man, look, really be um focused. Is really focused, discipline, perseverance, being highly self-aware, emotional intelligence, emotional discipline, getting in and out of your feelings as soon as you can, really having discernment, taking breaks when you need to from social media, or taking breaks from earth family, or people with certain intellect that only can reach a certain bandwidth, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Intellect or spiritual or emotional or whatever their appreciate this, man. This is spiritual awakening symptoms, part one. I greatly appreciate y'all. Greatly appreciate you coming through. Make sure you share. Appreciate the comments, all the comments that came through. Yeah, greatly appreciate this, man. This platform and this space will grow. Again, if you are seeking to promote yourself, promote your cause or whatever things you got going on in your business or your product or your nonprofit or whatever have you, make sure you contact us. We have affordable promotional plans, different things of that nature. Make sure you reach out to Soul Searcher. That's Jesus Soul Love. YEEZSUSSOLLOVE. Her brand is Soul Searcher Products and Services. Make sure you contact her. Make sure you check out Young Bangs. You know what I'm saying? Hit Single Crash Course. Link up with him if you need any artist development, musician development, any event planning and different things of that nature. His brand is called In-House Productions. Make sure you link up and be on the interview. I'm saying Grand Sheik coming through, faithful member. He's seeking agents and everything. We're gonna go over all of that, but we're gonna get into that birth certificate and that straw man. That's gonna be a super, super, super excellent, you see what I'm saying, presentation, September 6th. Of course I got Buddha E coming back through. He had an excellent 4 hour lecture or whatever have you presentation that was excellent. Excellent elevation. Make sure you check out Cosmic Soul Eats. You see what I'm saying? That's vegan soul food. You know what I'm saying? But the chosen ones, awakened ones, the ones, no matter what phases you're in, if you're just starting, if you're just beginning, if you're in early phases, if you're in the early phases, if you're in the early phases, in the early phases of your spiritual journey, your mid phases, man, I salute you. I'm proud of you. Keep going, stay focused, stay disciplined, stay in your newfound awakenings, your creativities, stay in your disciplines. You see what I'm saying? Align with beings that can help you advance your disciplines, teach you a lot of new things, a lot of new ideas and creativities. Let's change the algorithms and the way we think and the way we talk. You know what I'm saying? Less gossip, more talk about, more dialogues about new ideas, new moves to be made. Let's lead by example. Sometimes let's just move in silence. Let's just have some silence to be able to quiet the mind and the spirit. You see what I'm saying? Let's clean up our relationships. All of this debate in between man and woman and the melanin original copper tone man and woman or masculine energy feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? That is one of these facilities. Get our star seeds out of these facilities. Hold on. Star seeds out of these facilities. For the ones that overstand, you feel me? Position yourself to do that. That's why I talk about poly a lot. In certain ways, how I can help extract people and help people in different ways. We're gonna do a whole couple of lives about part 1 through 3 or 4, polygyny, poly, or whatever. But yeah, extract your star seeds out of these facilities. There's too much going on simultaneously. Position yourself to stop being a slave labor work. It's obsolete at this point. All of these thought processes are obsolete. Start examining this AI stuff that's going on. There's going to be it's a lot of job shortages and things and businesses close. down simultaneously as I'm talking and as I'm speaking, as you're awakened beings and different things of that nature. I'm proud of you for being on your journey. Stay on your journey. Stay focused. One love. Cosmic Mind UV. Make sure you share. Make sure you support. Make sure you donate. I love y'all. Blessings. Royal afternoon, royal night, whatever it is in your perspective areas. This has been an excellent quick build. This wasn't to be something that was going to be no long time. So it's just, we got to get out of the obsolete ways, habits, mental states, all of these petty ass arguments, all of this petty ass bullshit, all of this corny shit. You see what I'm saying? All of these petty arguments, behavior patterns, the way we act towards each other, all of that. Or we gotta go ahead and separate. We gotta get as far as possible. Position ourselves to separate from these different energies and entities. Peace and love, y'all. Do that shadow work. Get people to help and guide you through those shadows, man. Because sometimes you get lost out there. You feel me? It's rough out there. So, peace and love. Royal day, royal night, abundance. I love y'all. Share, support. Gone.